Welcome to our first Best Of podcast, everybody. This is a little compilation of funny moments from the show that I remembered, which is why I picked them. I think that's a pretty good reason to pick anything. I am one of the hosts of the show, the Sons of Vidya podcast. I'm Tom C. The other host is D. Marks. I don't think we actually introduced ourselves in any of the clips, but we're glad to have you here. For anyone new who wants to know what we're about and you're coming here, this is the first thing you saw and you're like, this is what I'm going to go listen to. That's the best idea. You're smart. Good call on that. I'm going to get you in the mood by reading a review of our podcast that I found online. I think you're going to, from that point, know what to expect. The review is, I love it. It's a 5-star review. I have absolutely no bias, and I think that it's the best series of audio ever produced by mankind. That's the review on iTunes. You can look that up. Yes, it's written by someone named Tom C., and yes, that person was me. But that doesn't somehow negate this. It's still true, all true. And I hope you'll agree with that review after listening to these clips. Thanks for checking it out. And go check out more once you're done with this.
Yeah.
Guys, we kind of know our stuff about music is what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm a Broadway actor and what? A Broadway singer? Is that what I am?
Yeah. Well, you taught and learned all of the things that Hugh Jackman could teach and learn from you.
It's true. I would say I'm a musicalician. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair. You like to lick music stands.
So we know our way around some music, all right?
Right.
But this is a video game show. We're not going to play music. We're not going to talk about music the whole time. So we got to integrate.
Unless we shoehorn it in there.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to integrate our two passions, which is, of course, music and, of course, video games. Not podcasting, not one of the passions.
No.
That's what we do. It's not a passion, though. We're passionate about it, but it's not one of our passions. You'll figure this out when we write our annual passions list for Passion Magazine.
Well, that'll be this year's end of the year one when we talk about our passions.
It'll be 4 seconds long.
Anyway, guys,
this is a very simple game. Okay?
But feel free to play it at home. I feel like this is a really good party game.
Really, really good. So one player will name a video game character, right?
Right.
And the rival, the nemesis, will then have to name a song in real life, a real life song that most properly describes that character, or most like encapsulates their personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Preferably, you would, maybe the audience doesn't know the character, so you'll explain a little bit about the character and why you made that choice or whatever. Here, basically, the format will be, you'll say, this is my character, this is the descriptions, so I'm picking this song, all right?
Well, the other person gives the character.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you should recite it as though it's a spelling bee, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then I guess the rival will say if that fits.
Yeah, it's really, this is probably our most, I would say, code of honor game. Like, it's really up to the other person to, like, kind of... You can't just think the other person. You have to give them the points if they get the points. You know
what? I think here's why I trust you. Because all those Emmys. I mean, gremlins.
Gremlies.
Gramlos.
Yeah.
All those things. That means you have a leg to stand on. So I'm going to give you credit where credit's due.
Thanks.
But let's start it off, all right? We're not going to waste any more of your time.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to go first or should I go first?
Why don't you give me a name first, and I'll do my spiel. All right.
All right. The first character I'm going to say is probably Solid Snake.
Okay.
It's just first thing on my head. Do you need a second to think about it?
No, because this is just like yeah. I got this. Don't even worry about it. Okay.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah. I was given Solid Snake. For those of you who don't know, Solid Snake is the main protagonist of the Metal Gear Solid series. He's a tough, super secret agent guy. He's good at sneaking. He's like super lethal. He's always fighting Metal Gears. So I'm gonna go with something like a hard rock kind of song, like a tough guy song. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with I feel Hair of the Dog by Nazareth.
Oh, dude.
Can we get a clip of that?
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, that's the one.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
You know what? Wonderful choice. I was right there too.
Really? That's good.
Because, guys, real talk. We're not going to pick like their theme song from the game. Also,
No.
by the way,
No.
that'd be effed up. That'd be effed up. No one's gonna do that.
That'd be way cheating.
Yeah, super cheating. All right, I'm giving you a point. I think that's right.
Okay, thanks. Okay, see, guys, it's just that easy. But
It's just that easy.
But it sounds easy, but like it's a really in-depth like character like profile, you know?
Yeah, we're natural writers, we're directors, so we have to know all about
And
character
amateur
personalities.
psychologists.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing. It's getting deep in these characters and knowing what really defines them.
Yeah. Okay, so it's my turn to give you a name.
I'm excited. I'm gonna nail this one.
Okay, all right.
I feel good about it. I'm really proud of you, so I feel like I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna go with Captain Olimar.
Captain Olimar. All right. Sorry, I'm really excited. All right, so Captain Olimar. He's from Pikmin. We all know that. Pikmin's 1, 2, and 3, right?
Right.
The thing about him is he's loyal.
Also, fun fact: they were both in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Whoa,
Snake
true.
and Olimar.
Also, fun fact: Olimar is a palindrome for Mario. But you know that. Anyway.
No, it's not.
Almost got away with it. So anyway.
No, you were super close. I was like, is it? It sounds right.
So anyway, he's very loyal. He's a spaceman, which I like that.
Yeah.
So he definitely has a sense of duty to his homeland, I would say. But you know what? He gets down there and he gets work done. He's not like a farmer, but he's down in the dirt. He's getting rough about it.
Yeah.
He's kind of I don't want to say he's a mean dude, but he's going out there and he's hunting and killing people.
He's doing what he has to, is what you're saying.
He's a guy who gets stuff done.
Yeah.
And so I feel like afterwards he probably parties it up. Probably has some rough mornings. So for Olimar, I'm going to say probably, this is going to be weird. I'm going to say Hair of the Dog by Nazareth.
Could I get a clip of that real
Can we
quick?
get a couple oh. You feeling that?
You know what? I wasn't at first, but after hearing, because I don't know the song. So after hearing a little bit of it, I actually really like that a lot.
Right? It kind of hits you by surprise.
I wasn't on board at first, but now I see where you're coming from. I'm gonna
kind
give
of that classic rock vibe, you know?
I'm going to give you the point here. I'm going to give you the point.
Appreciate that. I know it wasn't what everyone would have chosen.
Yeah,
you know?
I think you went with an uncommon choice, but I think you made a really good one.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to really prove myself because you just proved yourself.
Thank you.
All right, but it's your turn again.
Yeah, so you got to give me a name.
I'm gonna try and think of something really kind of obtuse.
Okay.
To make it hard, you know.
Yeah.
How about the character Okami, like the actual dog? What's the dog's name?
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
Okay.
Amatsu, whatever.
Amaterasu. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
sorry if this is too hard, by the way.
For those of you who don't know, Okami is a game where you play as a wolf named Amaterasu, who's supposed to be like the...
I feel like there's a more Japanese way to say it, like a Materasu or something.
Amaterasu. Well, it's Japanese, so you can pronounce every syllable.
Yeah,
you got to really get in there.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, Amaterasu is the Japanese sun goddess. She's the patron of the Japanese royal family. For those of you who don't know, and this game has a lot. This game has a lot to do with Japanese Shinto mythology specifically. You run into like some of Amaterasu's like siblings and like minor gods and a bunch of stuff. But the most interesting thing about it is that you're playing as this. She's actually a wolf in the game. Actually, these are also again all. Oh no, she was in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yes, she was.
I was like, this is another person that's in Brawl.
She should have been in Brawl. Come on now.
Yeah.
That game was on Wii briefly.
But yeah, so
I'm really excited to see where we go with this one.
Yeah, so you're playing as this wolf, and she's in addition to like doing like the paint stuff, the cool paintbrush stuff.
Yeah.
You can also smell things. Mm-hmm. You got a really cool design on all of your like fur and stuff. So I'm gonna go with.
What's he gonna pick, guys?
I'm gonna go with "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth.
Can we hear a little bit of that?
Hear that one? Yeah. Right?
Yeah. You know what? When you first said it, I was like, no way. But now that you're playing it, yeah. You know what? There isn't a better choice There isn't really a better choice.
No, I don't think so either.
Guys, I implore you to try and think of a more encompassing song for Amaterasu or whatever than Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. Can we hear 5 more seconds of that?
Yeah, can we get another clip of that real quick?
Yeah, okay, great.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
But yeah,
I think you nailed it. I'm proud
you.
of you.
Thank you.
You know what? I really was not expecting it, but you did it again.
Here, I got a real curveball for you.
Dude, I love that. I love that we're getting into this game because it's the first time we're putting it out, and I think it's going to be a good one.
Dude, this is like one of those. I feel like this is like an auditory Rorschach test. You know?
Yeah,
like you gotta say what you see.
Yeah, honestly, I think we're learning a lot about each other right now too.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I think that's important. So,
Okay,
I need another character then.
Yeah, here we go. Are you ready for this?
I'm excited.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the full cast. The full cast.
The full cast?
The full cast.
You're already breaking the rules. It's the first time.
Dude, I'm going with the full cast
Ugh.
of Battlefield Bad Company 2.
All right. This is a tough one because I've forgotten every single one of them. So I'm gonna try and make it quick. I'm gonna go with my gut here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna make a gut reaction right off the bat.
There's a really obvious choice here, I feel. But I don't want to influence your decision.
Listen, I know what you're thinking now. Now I know what you're thinking, but I'm gonna go with my gut. All right. When you first said it, what I first thought of was "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth.
Can I hear that real quick?
Can you like 5 seconds? Because that's just what I thought when
that's what I was. That's the exact song I was thinking.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hair of the Dog by Nazareth was.
Yeah. What else would you think for Battlefield Bad Company? It doesn't even make nothing else makes sense there.
See, I would have thought you were thinking about Renegade by Styx there. Can we hear 5 more seconds of Hair of the Dog real quick? All right, thank you. But that's what I would have thought you were thinking, but I just went with my gut.
No, I think you did a really good job on that one. That was and you didn't even remember most of the characters, but I'm still going to give you the point.
Thank you. I feel like we have time for one more round here.
Okay, that's fair. In that case, give it to me there, stud.
This is the super ultra sudden death round, I think.
Yeah.
So apologize if I start making it really rough. After you give me that effing curveball, I'm going to really give it to you, all right?
Okay.
We're going to go with... All right. How about Guitar Man?
Okay.
From PS2 Classic, Guitar Man.
Okay. So, Guitar Man is a classic PS2 era rhythm game where basically you get a magical space guitar from your alien robot dog. And
I feel like I made this one too easy, by the way.
You feel like you have to rock your way to save your space girlfriend from space bullies. It's got a great soundtrack, but it's got those rip roaring tracks that you just love. Those rip roaring rock tracks.
Has a lot of reggae tracks too. So that maybe think of the full picture.
J-pop. These are all songs.
It's got every genre you could ever want.
It's got pretty much every genre. It's got
flamenco.
Reggae, hip hop, J-pop, like flamenco, that kind of like Latin music.
I hope I didn't make this too hard.
The only song that I can really think of that really exemplifies all of those styles is "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth.
Can we hear a couple seconds of that?
Yeah, can we hear a few bars? See, that's the one. That's what I'm talking about right there.
At first, see once you mentioned his robot dog, which I forgot about, I feel like there was only one choice.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got it.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
That's another point to you. If I don't get this next point, I'd lose forever.
Yeah, it's neck and neck right now. This is for all the marbles.
So far, this game has been extremely emotionally satisfying for me.
I think so too. I think it's really satisfied many of my needs as prescribed by Maslow.
Yeah, dude, that whole hierarchy is being met.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, I feel like we're both self-actualized.
All right, here's the last one. This one I feel like is going to be the toughest one so far.
You know what? I respect that because I feel like you've risen to all my tasks that I'm going to rise to this one.
I'm going with Andrew Ryan.
All right. Guys, Andrew Ryan, he's the guy from BioShock, which is a game where you're under the water, you're under the sea, you're a deep sea creature, and you're going through his town where he loves objectivism or some crap, but he loves golfing. In general, he's a very he's a go-getter, I would say. He's someone who gets things done. He's very individualistic. Let's see. He definitely cares about himself overall, I would say. Not really. He doesn't care about his son, who obviously he makes kill him, so that means he doesn't care about him for some reason.
Yeah, that's of course what that means.
Of course that's what that means. In general, he has been known to drink. I will say that. Because he drank and then he killed that chick, right? Is that what happened?
Something happened.
He killed your mom. But I want to say, you know what? I want to say it, so I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
Because I went with my gut before, and I feel like it was the right choice. But the only thing I can think of for this guy is Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. Can I? Just hold on before you decide. Let's hear 5 seconds of that.
Okay, yeah, just real quick.
Yeah.
That's.
It's right. It's right.
It's tough.
No, it's not. It's
you know
exact...
what? No, you know what? You're right. You're right. I got to do it. I got to do it. You're right.
Thank you. Because okay, hold on, real quick. Let's reverse it. Because what would you give him? If you were me in that position,
honestly, if you asked me of that,
name a
I would
song.
Probably go with "Hair
if that
of the
song...
Dog" by Nazareth.
Can we hear 5 seconds of that? Robert?
Yeah, can we just hear that real quick?
Okay, but if you're gonna pick a song that wasn't "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth, and I want you to actually say "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth here, but if you would pick a song that wasn't "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth,
okay,
what would you pick?
Probably Nazareth's "Hair of the Dog."
How does that go? Can we hear about 5 seconds of that?
Yeah, can I get a few bars of that? Yeah, see, right, that's what I'm kind of feeling.
Yeah, it's yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm glad that we both see. I knew I was right. You know.
Yeah.
What a great
you're
game.
right. I was a little, but you've convinced me.
Thank you. What a great game that was.
I can't believe we tied.
Dude, we tie all the time. It's because we're both super geniuses.
Yeah, that is pretty true.
But we nailed it, guys. We're going to give you some actual video. But that's why we are going to do our ad for air conditioners. We were given, was it 4 different air conditioning brands we got to do?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ah, boy. They just give us, we just have topics that we got to advertise for, and then they make us do it, guys. We're a progressive podcast. They know we're going to be hot because we're on top of a building.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone knows. High up in a building, high up in the temperatures.
Yeah. It's not even a little bit false, guys. These are all facts.
Each
all
one more factual than the
facts. So that's why you should buy the Cold Rolled Gold Pretzel air conditioner. It's the bendiest. Okay, now you have to do one.
I know. Also, this podcast is brought to you today by the Cold Shoulder brand air conditioning. When you have guests, be sure to give them the cold shoulder.
They don't even know they're getting it. I mean, that's rough.
It's true.
How about everyone remembers your favorite air conditioning? It's one I've used since I was a child. It's the Polar Bear Express, shaped like a train, so that nobody has to know.
And last but certainly not least, Iceman air conditioners. You can be my air conditioner anytime.
Oh, man, we can't laugh at our own jokes. Oh, boy. Guys, here's the next segment. Oh, boy, I can't even stick with it.
That was a solid segue, my friend. Solid segue.
I'm sorry.
Guys, welcome back to the podcast.
We're back.
Wait, what was so funny there? I don't get it.
It's a good song, everybody, right?
Why are you laughing like that?
It was funny.
What was funny? That's what I was asking.
Will you explain everything you do that's funny?
Was it really that funny?
You know, it's not funny.
Oh yeah, guys, this is really serious. So this is a no joke segment.
Sorry about my previous laughs.
Because this is about to get real. I thought you were going to go ahead with that.
I told you to do it. I was telling you what was not serious. It was serious.
Well, yeah. The way you introed it made it sound like you were going to do
it
it.
made it sound like I was telling you to do it. Because that's what it did
It
sound.
really didn't sound like that at all. Regardless, guys, we have some bad news. Your Sons
Good
of
news if you're a group of jerks.
Sons of Vidya is currently being the target of a lawsuit.
Lawsuits.
Guys, we are being sued class actionally.
We're getting a lawsuit
by people who decided that we simply are. It's an antitrust lawsuit because we're such the cornerstone of the entertainment market. Everyone's suing us. George Clooney's suing us. Universal Pictures is suing us. Leonardo DiCaprio is suing us. They're all suing us because they feel like we have a monopoly on entertainment.
I wanted you to say monopoly on quality, but they're both true.
Yes. So we have to go.
I read quality. You read the other thing.
We have to go into our closets, iron out our lawsuits to wear to court, and we have to defend ourselves. Because, guys, this is a serious matter. We realize...
Do you have to ever defend yourself against George Clooney? No, you don't.
We realize that we're...
G. Clooney is going to come up against us in a lawsuit.
Dude, I call him George C., personally.
I called him G. Clooney, and I'm sticking with it.
Nice. Regardless...
We're friends, me and G.
No, he came up to me like 2 weeks ago. He invited...
Handsome man smile.
He invited me out to his Italian villa with Stacy Keebler, and he said, look, D-Marks... This is nothing personal, but I have to go along with this lawsuit. Otherwise, I'll be blackballed from every job I ever do from now on. I have to go along with it, he said.
Blackballed, he said.
That's a phrase.
It is a phrase, but that's how serious it is.
And I said, George, listen, I understand. I don't like that you're doing this. I don't like that you're going along with these bullies.
But then he said, I'll see you in court.
Yeah, I was really offended. And then I took off in my private spaceship. And I took off, and Richard Branson was flying alongside me. He flipped me off in his spaceship.
Two spaceships at the same time.
Richard Branson flipped me off in a spaceship.
That's got to be like... There aren't even planes that fly near
each
other.
It's immature. It's immature and reckless is what it was.
How could you see him?
We could have both died.
How could... He must have been real close.
No, he would put it up on transmission.
Okay.
He was like, incoming transmission from Richard Branson. I was like, oh, Rich... He and I were good friends. And I was like, oh, Rich, what do you got for me? And it was just, hey, D-Marks, look at this. Two birds with one stone.
What's up with that?
And I said, whoa, Richard, keep your hands on the controls of your spaceship or you're going to crash.
You guys don't have crews who do this? Aren't you like the captain?
Well, no, it's a personal spaceship, obviously.
Oh, like a one-seater?
Well, it's a they call it a love ship.
So it's two-seaters.
Yeah.
Unless some kind of spaceship rules different.
Well, no, it is. It's exactly what you think.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I prefer the love ship just because it's a little roomier. I can spread out a little bit if I need to.
We got all the celebrities. They're all mad.
Now, do you want to go down some more of the list?
Yeah, but you have to say them in a funny way. That's the rule.
Well, yeah, but people won't understand the funny way unless we preface it with who it actually is. Because we have nicknames for all these peoples, guys.
This is where we're going to go with it. Well, you have to figure out who I'm referring to. How about that?
Okay.
Well, on the lawsuit, they have different names. Everyone knows that. Like Jay Derp.
Well, it's obviously to protect their identities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Jay Derp? You know him.
Jay Derp. Of course, Jay Leno.
No, it's Johnny Depp.
Oh, that's good.
Jay Derp. Yeah. Also, it's Wyatt Earp's son.
Interesting. It's
close.
I didn't know they were related.
He's suing us. You know what he said?
What did he say?
He said we use the color black too often, and that's his thing. Can you believe it? I figured we didn't have a monopoly on the color black.
No. You know what else he said? He said we were working with Tim Burton too much, which is weird because Tim Burton is also suing us.
What? For what? Working with Tim Burton too much?
No,
I've never seen Tim Burton in real life.
No, it's true.
I've sent him many strange emails, though.
I think I might have accidentally hit on his wife at a party one time. I think that's why he's doing it.
His wife, Tammy Burton?
No, Helena Bonham Carter.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Crap. If only it was Tammy Burton.
Tammy Burton would be fine. Tammy Burton's his cousin.
She's also suing us.
I don't even know.
We have a monopoly on entertainment.
She's a music producer.
You can't... listen, when you get to the top like us, you got the lawsuits for everything.
Yeah.
And we constantly fight them.
Normally we have an ironclad legal department that just it's like water on a rain. It's like rain on a raincoat, rain slicker. It flies right off. This one's piercing straight to the heart of the Suns.
Yeah. And it's for, of course, if we get all the things hit, it's going to be $25 zillion.
That's
only it's a chink in our armor.
It might be up to quazillions of dollars.
Yeah, and if that happens, we'll be fine. But we don't want it to happen.
No,
because we want no hard feelings.
It besmirches our reputation as podcasteers.
Listen, we got to the top by, reputable means.
I thought we were gentle. I thought we were gentlemen about it.
Listen, no one saw us coming.
No. We
had that first episode. It rocketed us straight to the top.
Like a racing bullet, they called it.
And then we got to the top, and no one could stop us. They couldn't take it from us, and no one wanted to go anywhere else for entertainment, forming an informal monopoly.
It's true.
Because why would you go to Pepsi when Coke's so much better?
It's called a softopoly.
It's called a soft drink liply. Called a monopoly on Delopalop.
I mean, Sir Paul McCartney's suing us.
Not Sir PC.
Ugh, I know. He's my tech guy.
Mixie. Oh, boy.
We all your favorite sirs and ladies. Sir Gary Oldman, Lady.
He's a sir?
I think so.
I thought he was American.
But I think he was. No, he's definitely British. I think he was knighted for joining the lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
For being so brave.
Even the Queen must be really into it then.
What
does she have? She's not entertaining anyone anyway.
She's not even American. This is an American law thing.
Okay, we all know American law goes everywhere.
That's true.
It doesn't just stay here.
The ultimate law.
You have American law, everyone comes to you for it.
Yeah.
They want that American law. They want to be a part of that system.
Yeah, that's true.
You're in New Zealand, boom, American law.
All over the place.
You're in Britain, American law.
You're in the Indian subcontinent, Indian law. Not quite that far.
They don't have any planes that can reach that law.
No, the Indian Ocean is too dangerous to sail.
Guys, I don't want to be sued. I don't want to lose.
We're making a personal appeal to all our friends. JPC.
They're listening.
John J. Derp, Jay Leno, Tom Burton, all of our best friends. Tom Bergeron. I don't actually think Tom Bergeron's on our side on this one.
He's a really nice guy.
He really is.
He's like,
guys,
thank you for watching America's Funniest
When this is over, I want you to come on America's Funniest Home Videos.
The answer is, we're already on it.
Yeah, every week.
Also, even though his show's suffering because of us. People get the Savop, and they don't listen to anything else. They don't watch anything else.
Go support our friend Tom Bergeron. Go watch American Funniest Home Videos. I don't know if he's still doing The Square, but watch that too.
I don't think The Square is still on. I think everyone decided that show is a relic.
Well, he's on Dancing with the Stars. Watch that.
I think he got knighted for Hollywood Squares, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he got Hollywood knighted.
He got Hollywood knighted.
By Bob Seger.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. That was off the top of my head.
I didn't know Bob Seger had that kind of pull and do that with anyone.
Well, he's the king of
turning the page.
Some kind of rock.
Yeah.
Well, he's more like a duke of rock.
How about Ted Nugent? Is he doing it?
No, Ted Nugent's more like the ranger of rock.
No, is he suing us?
Oh,
we don't have a monopoly on deers and stuff.
Well, he sent a box full of deer heads, and I'm trying to figure out if that's
a good thing or bad thing.
His way of supporting us or his way of kind of defaming us.
Well, I think he does that with everyone, though.
See,
I think if he stopped doing it, it'd be bad.
See, this is what I think.
Yeah. Well, there's still the errors in them?
Well, not in the heads. He doesn't hit the heads. He's a center mass guy.
Oh yeah. You don't want to ruin the heads. You got taxidermies.
Yeah.
You want to get that stuff going.
I mean, one of these was like a 12-point buck, so I guess he's still on our side.
Do we have a legal team? That's a good question.
Well, I said we have a legal team, an ironclad legal team.
How good
of robots?
How could they be? Oh, the robots. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they like of history's greatest lawyers?
No, they're not. Can you
name any lawyer that isn't from this century? Because I can't.
Daniel Webster, I'm pretty sure, was a lawyer.
I think he also.
John Adams was a lawyer.
They both made the dictionary together.
John Adams does not make the dictionary. Neither did Daniel Webster.
Webster.
Clarence Darrows was.
Clarence Thomas. He made the hamburger, the first one. Oh, that's Dave Thomas.
Yeah. There's John Jay. He was a Supreme Court justice.
I think he was on Mr. Show. All those people are our lawyers?
No, you just asked me to name lawyers.
Well, who are the robots based off of?
They're just robots. They're AIs. They have every law ever.
Dude, a lawyer isn't just knowing the law.
Yeah.
It's knowing how to get the jury on your side. How to jury rig it, sort of, so to speak.
That's illegal. I don't think you're allowed to jury there again.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
probably wouldn't say that on the air.
We have to get out of this right now, or we're gonna get sued for suing
ourselves. We can't talk.
We shouldn't discuss a case. That's illegal.
Legal process is not. That's not on air talk.
Guys, we're gonna change the topic before we get double sued.
Guys,
That's double jeopardy in the bad way.
We're discouraged about something, but you guys can't be discouraged about...
Don't be discouraged.
Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. This is D. Marks. Tom C. will be with us shortly. And this is, of course, the Sons of Video podcast. Thank you for joining us this week. This week on the podcast, Tom and I will be discussing...
Oh, I didn't see you come in there.
I already did that part.
Huh?
This week on the podcast, Tom and I will be discussing whether or not video games, which is our normal topic of discussion.
I heard that the Spaniards call it Vidya.
Interesting.
It's true. I heard that when I went to the Orient.
Fascinating.
It's true.
You'll have to regale me more of your tales later.
I will not. I find them repulsive. It's the stories, not the Spaniards.
It's good that you have such a worldly view of another culture.
I can't believe that you said that I did that.
Stories relating to them.
I am repulsed by your opinion.
Fascinating.
Do you have any more branding? I'm repulsed by it. So please keep it away from me.
I only have Repulso branding.
That's a repulsive name. Not interested. Thank you.
You are quite welcome.
That's a repulsive way to talk to anybody. Can we please continue?
This week on the podcast, Tom Repulsive and I will be discussing...
How dare you make a terrible, repulsive joke at my name? You know my name. It's Tom Caspian.
You are missing the fourth.
No. I am not the fourth or the third. I'm the 16th.
Repulsive.
How dare you use my word? We barely have a podcast today, if you're going to be this repulsive the whole time.
It is repulsive that you even would say that.
Repulsively get to the topic, please.
The topic this week is the discussion of whether or not the medium known as video gaming can be considered...
I hear the Spaniards call it Vidya.
Fascinating.
It's true.
You must tell me regale me with more of your stories later.
No. Okay, I will, but not right now.
Thank you. We are discussing whether or not the video game itself can be considered an art form. Now, Mr. Thomas C. and I have differing opinions on this matter. Tom will be taking the...
Anyway.
Okay.
Guys, here's the deal. We've been getting emails from you.
We want to address a few things.
A lot of questions. A lot of questions have been coming to the Suns, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, we like it a
very
whole
much
lot.
Appreciate it. We appreciate all emails, all of them. And you know what? We enjoy reading them. It's going to be our first time, but I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think what was really missing from the past couple of podcasts was our lack of kind of listener interaction.
Yeah, you guys deserve it.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
You know what? We appreciate the letters, and we want you guys to get the time you deserve. However, we're not going to mention any of your names. Sorry.
I'm going to mention names. I'm going to break ranks here.
Okay, I'm not going to mention any of your names.
I'm going to do it.
Okay, you can make up names for the ones that I'm reading.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
All right, this first one is from Bob Senior.
Is it a question or a comment?
This is a questionment.
Okay.
He is asking.
How many questionments do we have?
I think we only have 2 this week.
What? We have thousands of things in the inbox.
A questionment is really because Bob Senior is his name. Bob Senior is a grammar professor at NY University, and we only had 2 grammar professors write in, and they're really the only people who know about questionments.
Well, maybe people who have listened to another podcast would know about it.
Well, a grammar podcast, maybe.
Yeah, those are the only other kind besides this one. That's why we're number 1 in the charts.
Anyway, so
we're the only faux comedy podcast.
So Bob Senior writes in, and
by the way, I wish I could label us as it's faux comedy. That's really sorry, guys.
Bob Senior writes in. He writes, "You guys are great?" ?
All right, that's a
response.
Well, yes, we are great. You nailed it, and as a professor, I'm glad you asked/complimented that.
Yeah, great job, Bob Senior.
Well, as we all know, you went through the school because you said it. That you wrote a signature that said that you went to school. I guess.
Well, he said he was a professor. It was sent from an NYU
Okay. Said
email account.
prof at NYU.com.
It was Prof Bob Senior Grammar Room 203 at nyu.edu.ny.gov.com.
It's a government company. Well, you know what? We appreciate it. He went through school, and then he taught it at school, so his opinion is valid.
He sent us
also, it was a compliment, so his opinion is valid.
Yeah. He sent us a picture, too.
Yeah?
Yeah. It is of tigers.
He sent us the tiger pic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're using that as your wallpaper right now.
Well, my question is...
is this a question or a question meant?
No, it's a question. To him, is he a tiger?
I don't believe he is a tiger.
Well, I remember reading before that there was a tiger professor at NYU.
I think they brought a tiger to the school, but I don't think he was... he might have been maybe an adjunct, but I don't think he was a full-time faculty member.
No, I remember they called him Professor Bob.
Was it Professor Bob Sr.?
No, they didn't say that. I'm confident it was just Professor Bob. I'm 100% confident that it was just Professor Bob the tiger.
Wait, was it just Professor Bob, or was it just Professor Bob the tiger?
I'm confident. Do we have any more emails? Is just one? Or do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I think...
Well, I think you have a better reading voice, but here we go. It's not a question meant, though.
Okay.
We have 2 of those, and I'm not going to read both of them.
Yeah, I think you lose listeners with question mints.
This one's about video games.
Okay.
Which I'm surprised about.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the name of who it is.
Deal.
He says, in the email, what is your favorite color for game discs? Great question. Great question.
Now, for the record, did he clarify...
That's all he wrote.
Okay.
For game discs.
All right, well, then I'm going to give 2 answers, because there are 2 answers here.
Wait. No, it says game discus. It says... Do you think that's what he meant? Can we answer both?
Well, that's 3 answers then, for me. Because here's the deal. What I was going to ask was, is he talking the front of the game disc or the back of the game disc?
We got to figure that out. This is not from a professor.
This is 3...
This is from notaprofessor@gmail.com.
Weird. So this is really going to be 3 answers. My favorite color for a game discus?
Yeah.
That's orange. No question.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's easier to see at night.
We share that.
Yeah. The front of a game disc? I really like kind of like an inline...
It's also easier to see when you're hunting, too. We should have mentioned that.
Well, so that you don't shoot it by accident.
Well, it's so you don't think it's a deer flying through the air. Which happens. Anyway, you need to answer all these.
All right. Well, I am partial to the traditional, inlay of, the game cover or something, on the front.
I've never seen that before.
Really?
No.
I should show you some of the game design. They're little frescoes, on it.
You put soda on your game?
No, it's Pepsi.
I thought I was thinking of Fanta.
No, you're thinking of an elephant. You're thinking of ivory that comes from elephants.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
No, you're right.
And then for the back of the game disc, I generally like mauve.
Mauve?
Yeah.
That's a suave choice.
All right. We have two more. I'm going to read one for you.
You're going to read one for me?
For you to comment and answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
All right. This is from...
By the way, thank you to whoever that was.
Yes.
Oh, I told him the name. I said I wasn't going to say the name.
Well, you said...
I said his email name.
Yeah,
so everyone
it's not the
email
same
him.
thing.
Tell him how much you appreciate his great question.
All right. This is from Susie Anonymous. And Susie writes, Dear Santa, I want a bone...
A lot of dead air on the podcast this week. This guy. He wasn't going to laugh at the joke until I gave a smooth smile when he started it. And we were so close to a laugh-free podcast, everybody. But we're not there yet. We'll get there. Maybe episode 4 will be the laugh-free one. But for now, this kid can't keep it in when he thinks about Santa Claus. He still hasn't recovered, guys. It's gonna slowly get to there. We should have had a stop clock on this. If you want to time out how long he's been laughing and email in, I'll give you a Steam game. I'll give you a few Steam games. He's still doing it. I think he just likes Santa that much.
Full transparency, I actually dropped something on my toe, and it hurt a lot, and I was swearing, and that's why my mic feed wasn't coming in, because I was really like illicit about this. There's a lot of really sexual things that I don't think anyone wanted to hear.
Full transparency, he doesn't have feet. He dropped something on his leg stump.
Yeah, it hurts extra large because it's all exposed nerves right there.
Everyone knows that the amount of pain is determined by largeness. Hurts extra large, as he said.
All right, well now...
Was I supposed to answer that?
Now that the joke segment's over.
Was I supposed... I thought we had another email.
Nope.
I made a vow to be funnier this part than in the first segment.
A solemn vow.
Listen, guys, I know I'm not funny, but here's the deal. We got an email.
If he's not funny this segment, he has sworn to commit seppuku, and he has chosen me to be his kaishakunin, and I'm honored.
First of all, when did I swear to that? Anyway, here's the deal. I got an email recently.
Okay.
It's from a young and upcoming...
Would you mind if I read the email?
Absolutely, I would, because I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Please do not even look at it. As a matter of fact, turn around if you could.
I'm
going to read it to you.
I'm turning around. My eyes are closed.
Okay, you didn't have to... I didn't say close your eyes.
My pants are off.
It's not that kind of story.
Oh.
Get tons of emails like that.
Okay.
Young and upcoming comics. No, young and upcoming comedian. He wants to know, Tom C. D. Marks, how do you do it? He knows that jokes are secondary to the games, but he knows the jokes are what carry the whole podcast.
Some would say that the jokes are our mini games of the podcast.
Kind of, because it's in the way. Not really. But
because it's keeping you from what you want to hear.
Do you want to actually... I'm not going to read the whole email, he says, Tom C. D. Marks, he said it just like that.
If you know anyone who's funny and can give me pointers...
No, he didn't say that. He's saying he wants it from us.
Oh.
And I think it's time that we let the audience in on a few of our special joke techniques that we employ every episode.
I feel like you're kind of betraying the sacred bond of our comedy masters.
Listen, they... well, I didn't think about the masters.
You never think about the masters.
I know.
Dude.
The masters were on this weekend.
I know. Some guy named Bubba won.
No. Golf?
Yeah. Literally. His name is Bubba.
Really? Was it Bubba Sparks, that rapper?
No. It was not Bubba Sparks, that rapper.
Anyway. All the best to Bubba. I'm sure he earned it.
He got the green jacket.
He got the yellow jacket, too.
That was a happy game.
That's why he won. Everyone felt bad that he got stung by a yellow jacket in the Masters, so they gave him the whole thing.
Remember, seppuku if you're not funny.
Sorry. Definitely a good chance of that. So anyway, we want to teach this guy. Do you have a funny name that we can make up for the email guy?
His name is Slapdasher.
Slapdasher. We want to give Slapdasher all the techniques. Not all the techniques. Some of our more...
I'm sorry, it's Slapsdasher.
Slapsdasher, he knows that who to come to for the advice. It's us. Let's teach him some of our techniques.
Okay, Tom. What's a technique that you pull out of the hat when you're in a
these are our combined
when
techniques.
you're in a comedy jam?
We do these
not a comedy jam session, but a comedy situation.
No, we're not even going to start with the out of the jam ones yet. Let's do some of our basic ones.
Okay, Tom.
Like, let's say we're both talking, and we'll go into the fireman's carry.
Okay. All right. So
explain that one to him. Slaps.
No, I'm explaining it to slaps.
Yeah, we're explaining to slaps.
A fireman's carry is when you kind of like when someone makes a joke, like Tom make a not funny joke right now.
Why'd the chicken cross the eggs road?
A fireman's carry is when you literally hoist up that joke and you carry it all the way out of the bad area of jokes to a safe area. Like, what was the joke again?
Why'd the chickens cross the egg roads?
The fireman's carry here would be because it's right all the way to somebody's boobs.
That's good. He fixed it.
Yeah, I made the joke better because now you're thinking about boobs. You don't have time to think that the joke's not funny.
You're already confused.
You're confused and perhaps aroused.
Because that's what firemen do. They get you out of the confusing into the confusing.
And they're good-looking guys.
And stuff like that.
Exactly.
We certainly have more techniques than that.
Well, one of my personal favorites, Tom, is the map fold.
Map fold?
If you want to go into the map fold.
Well, the map fold's pretty easy. It's when you tell a bad joke, but instead of fixing it, you go back and post and you just edit it out. I mean, because what happens is you grab both sides of the map, we call it, which is the actual documentation.
Quote unquote
We
map.
print out what the signs look like.
Yeah.
and then we fold it over so the joke's erased.
This is also known as the Mad Magazine last page.
It's also called the wormhole. But we can't give away all the extra names.
Well, that would be a podcast in and of itself.
But you would be surprised how much we use that Slaps Dashers.
That's true. That's true.
Does he have a third name, like Slaps Dashers?
Well, it's Slaps S Dasher.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But that we need to use more than just two.
That's we sure do.
Let me tell you about one we use every single time, because we also
and if you're a careful listener, you've picked up on it.
It's called the orange orangutan.
The orange orangutan.
You definitely have seen this one, listeners.
Well, you've heard it.
Well, yeah.
Okay, the orange orangutan is when you're talking about something that's not particularly funny. What you do on our end, on the recording end, is you use your two index fingers and you make a smiley face, and you look at your co-host, and then you start talking in a funny old accent about how you're making the jokes about things.
It almost always works.
You heard a little chuckle, and it's also called the little chuckler.
It's called the little chuckler.
A little chuckler.
We rarely call it the orange orangutan.
Yeah, because
Just because little chuckler is funnier to say.
Yeah,
You know.
it really is funnier.
Is that going to get him through a podcast, though?
I think he needs at least one or two more.
I think he can't know all 1,000 of our techniques.
No.
We don't have enough time.
No, but if you
Tell him one of the more simpler ones.
Okay.
Not to just give him the name and I'll tell him it.
Well, of course. One of the more simpler ones is simply called the River Dragon.
River Dragon is easy. It's when you make up a fake number of things that you have.
Exactly.
For instance, thousands of techniques.
Thousands upon thousands.
That one's pretty simple. It's a standby.
Yeah.
Just like the bunt, which we use every episode.
Dude, the bunt's a classic. The bunt is just when you have a joke that is kind of funny, and then you just let it go way too long. Like, you're like, say for the River Dragon, Tom was like, "Oh, we have thousands of comedy jokes."
And then I went thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of jokes, right?
That's a bunt.
That's a bunt.
That's
because you're letting it go, and then like in baseball, the next person comes in, and he hits the bunt.
Exactly.
'Cause that's what happens. You bunt it up, and the next guy comes in, and he hits it again.
Some people call it the doubler.
Yeah, I haven't watched baseball lately.
Yeah, I think they might have changed that rule.
I don't think they did.
Interesting.
I seem to recall it happening every time.
Do we have one more?
I got plenty more.
Okay, all right.
It depends on how much we want to tell him.
I say we do two more.
I say we do 10 million more.
I say we
Classic-
do 10
classic
million,
River
billion,
Dragon.
billion
Classic
more.
River Dragon.
That was a bunt on me right there.
Oh, it was bunt and River Dragon.
Yeah, you did the River Dragon, I did the bunt.
Combo techniques. We can't go into those.
No, that's way too advanced. Sorry, Slaps.
You're just starting, right? You got to learn you got to do your own combos.
Yeah.
What do you got? I want to tell him.
The Holy Jeans.
The Holy Jeans?
Holy Jeans.
That's pretty advanced.
I feel like Slaps may have earned it.
Holy Jeans is when you have to cover both your mouth and your ears to make a funny voice. We call it the Holy Jeans because traditionally in the olden times you'd put a pair of jeans over your mouth to do this.
Yeah, because you only had two hands back then.
As we advanced, we learned to use our hands only, though, because jeans proved to be too primitive compared to our hands.
Well, yes. I mean, hands have evolved. Our hands have up to 12 fingers.
Since the time jeans have existed, hands have evolved in that time to become
Absolutely.
more efficient at making funny voices with your mouth and ears.
Absolutely.
Everyone knows that one. How about the Papa Chimney, though?
Papa Chimney.
Few people know that.
The Papa Chimney is one I've actually used in this segment, if you can even believe it.
I don't think I can.
Papa Chimney is when you make a joke or some kind of comment that's not really that funny, and then you do a really annoying laugh to seal it off.
Oh, yeah.
Like
the Papa Chimney.
Yeah. You're like, oh, well, looks like that guy's a bit of a Slurpee.
I think we do that every episode.
Yeah, it's one that we use a lot, because the Papa Chimney is such a classic, and it's also a classic.
Two Papas in a row.
Right there.
Two Papas.
Papa's got the pizza.
I don't want to stop yet. I want to really help him out.
I feel like we're really betraying the Comedy Masters, but okay.
Listen.
You talked me into it.
I got to be honest. At this point, we've surpassed the Masters. We are the Masters.
Well,
I went to the Masters and I told my jokes. I got the yellow jacket.
I don't... I got the green jacket.
Huh?
I got the green jacket.
Bubba?
No.
How'd you get on here, Bubba?
I got it earlier.
Oh.
I got it 2 years ago.
You weren't this year. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you played golf.
Yeah, well, I play comedy golf.
Oh, okay. Is that like Frisbee golf?
No, it's I played at the Bob Hope Classic in the comedy golf.
See, what we're doing right now, listener, This is called the Bob Hope. It's when you pretend something happened, and then when no one's looking, you do the holy jeans while making a continuation of a joke.
Exactly.
It's classic technique, the Bob Hope.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's when you pronounce a word slightly with an S in it.
It's when you pronounce a word slightly with poultry in it.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's the polarizer.
No, the polarizer was when you pronounce a word with a lot more polar bear in it.
I thought the polar bear was when you put pole into words that didn't normally have it, like Polak, or Liberace Polak.
Now you're thinking of the racist, Scudasis.
I don't remember that one.
The Jason racist.
Is that when you try and say one name and then you say three other names?
No.
That one? We
the
use
one,
that one a lot.
that one that I just did. That was called the Peopler.
Oh yeah.
And the Peopler is the one where you try to say something. You try to say something fairly similar, like video game, which ends up being like biblio games.
Isn't that the peepholer?
No, it's the Peopler.
What?
The peephole.
What do you call something that makes something into peeps?
That is
The peoplerizer.
The just born men.
That I thought that was something else too.
That was a Peopler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets confusing for us.
Well,
We should name all these.
You should
techniques.
see the codex that we have of comedy techniques.
It's more of a grimoire. Is that the right word?
Yeah, but I kind of like codex.
I never get to use grimoire, and you're taking it away from me.
Well, you used it twice now.
This is a comedy battle we have sometimes.
Yeah.
Where we pretend to be in an argument, but we're not.
Okay.
If we continue it for more than 6 years, it's a comedy war.
Could we explain to him the tourney of Bornies?
I don't know that I can.
Well, the tourney of Bornies is just...
Isn't that just when you eat more than one French fry at a time?
No, that's a French fighting contest.
Okay, is it when you go down a water slide while telling a bad joke?
No, that is the splasher.
It's when you go up a water slide while telling a good joke.
No, that's the...
Reverse splasher.
The redasher.
Okay.
No.
Is it when you
the
trip
tourney
into
of Bornies... The tourney of Bornies is just when you have a fake argument for comedy's sake. When you know, obviously, it's incredibly stupid what you're arguing about.
I thought that was War of the Roses.
No, that's the Lancaster Shires.
I thought that was when he made a Shaun of the Dead joke.
No, that's the Winchesters.
Okay. I thought that was when he made a joke that related to rifles.
No, that's the Bullseye.
Is it? I thought the bullseye was when you really nailed a joke.
No, that's the Great Jobber.
I thought that was the good jobber.
No, you're thinking of the okay jobber.
I don't think I ever think of the okay jobber.
Well, that's because you don't tell very good jokes.
Another Papa Chimney.
Kaboom.
Guys, we're going to make Papa Chimney t-shirts.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be a picture of my face. It's gonna be a picture of my face going like this.
But they can't see
they
your
can't see
face. That's a classic technique too. That's the slaps dashers. When you make a thing they can't see and you do it.
Exactly.
Anyway, slaps. We can't give you any more techniques. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That should be enough for you to impress any girl to go to your high school dance.
To go listen to your podcast. Now listen, slaps. If you come after us, we will take you down. I don't want to see you near us, slaps. Slaps, you look at me in the face.
Just because we toppled our masters doesn't mean you can topple us.
You think we don't have plenty more techniques? I'll kill you.
We have the Shallon Doopster.
We can't tell them even the names.
I think just the Shallon Doopster name alone is enough to scare off any potential comedy jokesters.
What he doesn't know is that we have plenty of Shaolin techniques.
Yeah.
Shaolin joke techniques.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know what to do. And that's because there's nothing he can do.
Well, I'll tell you someone else who doesn't know what to do.
Who's that?
EA.
Guys, perfect segue.
Did everyone hear how I nailed it?
Thanks for listening. If you are this far and you like us, feel free to check out some of the YouTube stuff that we do. Check out some more podcasts. They're all good. We have a Twitter account. We have a whole bunch of stuff that we would love you to check out too. If you want to listen to more of the podcast, I'm sure it's wherever you are. We do have it on the YouTube page. We do have it on iTunes. Just check it out. Subscribe to the channel. And we hope to entertain you more? Hopefully. Well, thanks again.